stretch, a new stretch. There's a new stretch that God is releasing to you. And first thing he tells us in the word is to forget about the old stuff. Tell somebody, I got to forget about the old stuff. And beloved Michelle, what we find most interesting, and we're in Isaiah 43, Pastor's going to teach this morning and preach a little bit too. But Mother Vaughn, here's the key. Here's the key. While they receive this prophetic word, they are in bondage. Come on. They are in captivity. Yes. The Babylonians have been, the Lord has allowed them to hold his people hostage. And they are in captivity, and God sends a prophetic word while chains are on their feet. Lord have mercy. I don't know, because the enemy wants you to think that you got to get it together in order for a prophetic word to be released. But God's getting ready to FedEx you a prophetic word right while you're in the middle of your wilderness. Oh my God. Tell your neighbor, he sent his word to my wasteland. Tell somebody else. He sent his word into my wilderness. I came to let you know, it's not that you got it together, that he needs permission to send it. God is sending this word this morning right while you scratching your head saying, I don't like this place I'm in. I thank God that his word has a passport, and he sent his word right. Oh, glory be to God. Tell your neighbor, his word got a passport. His word will go wherever you least expect it. And he sent his word to say, I know you in a messed up and a confined place, and they got you in slavery and in bondage, but I'm getting ready to do something new right there in this trial. I'm getting ready to do something new in your place of testing. Somebody shout out, Lord, do it. Get this, they have lost everything. Everything that they've held dear to them, they've lost it. They were homesick and constantly daydreaming and reminiscing on returning home. But Minister Aquarius, that was not a reality for them. It wasn't a reality, Marcus, for them to go back home. They have lost everything. They are detached from their possessions. And God allowed them to be in this place because they were constantly, Lassiter, they were constantly serving God and then backsliding. Yeah. They were constantly going into worship and then pulling themselves back out of worship. They were constantly hot and cold. They didn't know what day they wanted to serve God. And then when they got tired of serving God, they served other gods. And God said, because you are not faithful to me, because you don't want to be loyal to me, I'm going to give you over to your enemies. I'm going to let the Babylonians, I'm going to let them capture you. And while you are in captivity, listen, while you are in the trial, stop thinking about how bad you got it and start looking up to see how God gonna get you out of it. Anybody in here feel like that this morning? Pastor Pittman, I made some mistakes, but I'm yet looking up. Look over to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, look up, look up, look up. And so at one of the darkest and discouraging times of their lives, God sends his prophet Isaiah to speak a prophetic word that brings comfort in the middle of their wilderness. Somebody is in the wilderness this morning, and God orchestrated your steps to 590 Edgewood Avenue South, so that you would hear the word of God this morning, that I know that it's bad, but it's about to get good. I need you, Lord have mercy. Tell your neighbor, get ready for the good part. Get ready for the good part. Because you in some stuff right now. You in some trouble right now. You had some dark days, and it looks very discouraging, and it looks very bleak. But before willow tree, God sent a word that'll shake your life. And God says, listen, I'm going to make it better right in the worst place. I'm getting ready. I wish I had somebody in here shout out, make it better, God, make it better. He says, I'm about to do something new.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
I'm about to do something new for you. I'm about to do something new in you. I'm about to do something new to you and through you. Marcus, can you imagine how they probably felt? God got me on punishment.
My God, yeah, God, hallelujah.
Because I did some things I should not have done.
Come on.
You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Every time that God blessed them, he gave them a temple. And guess what they did? They worshiped idols in the temple. When he gave them land, guess what they did? Guess what they did? They went to God and said, we want a king to rule over the land that you gave us. When he gave them money, they squandered the money. They were on punishment for a justifiable reason. But I thank God that his anger is only kindled but for a moment. I'm getting ready to run out of here. Oh, I'm getting ready to run out of here. You know why I'm getting ready to run out of here? Because I'm thinking about the punishment I should still be under. I'm thinking about the curse that I should still be battling with. But he said, you know what? My love is set upon you. And you know what? I'm going to take you off of punishment. I don't know who needed to hear it this morning, but you getting ready to have a time in. God, your time out is over. And this is your time in. And God says, you've learned your lesson. I'm getting ready to do something new in you.